Hello guys, today we will prove this limit as x tends to infinity, sin x by x tends to 0. We will do it by squeeze theorem and epsilon delta definition. So let us first start by squeeze theorem. We know that sin x is a bounded function. It is always between -1 and 1. So we can write this inequality. Now, since we are investigating this function sin x by x around infinity, we can take a safe assumption that x is not equal to 0. So we can divide this inequality by x. Now we will apply squeeze theorem. We know that both 1 by x and -1 by x has limit as x tends to infinity is 0 because a negative 0 makes no sense. And since sin x by x is bounded between 1 by x and -1 by x, as x tends to infinity, 1 by x and -1 by x tends to 0, so it applies that sin x by x also tends to 0. Hence proved. Let us move on to the next method. In this method, we will use epsilon delta definition. Here, since we are going to find limit as x tends to infinity, there is a modified form known as epsilon m definition. You can pause the video and recall that what is epsilon m definition. Using this definition, we have to prove that for all x greater than a number m, the function sin x by x minus 0 is always less than epsilon. That is same as mod of sin x by x less than epsilon. Now we will deal with both possibilities that sin x by x can be positive and can be negative. If sin x by x is positive, we can remove these mod signs. Now, from our previous method, we see that sin x by x is always less than or equal to 1 by x. So, if epsilon is greater than 1 by x, then obviously epsilon will be greater than sin x by x. From this inequality, by multiplying x by epsilon on both sides, we will get x greater than 1 by epsilon. Now, let us see what will happen if sin x by x is negative. If sin x by x is negative, mod of sin x by x will give negative sin x by x. Then this inequality follows like this. Now multiply with negative on both sides. This will reverse the greater than sign. Now from our previous method, we know that sin x by x is always greater than or equal to negative 1 by x. So if epsilon is less than negative 1 by x, then it is obviously less than sin x by x. Now multiply by a negative on both sides of this inequality. We will get 1 by x less than epsilon. Now multiply both sides by x by epsilon. This will give x greater than 1 by epsilon. This is same as what we got previously. So from this we can take an assumption that m is equal to 1 by epsilon. Now we will prove this. We have to show that for all x greater than 1 by epsilon, here m is replaced by 1 by epsilon as we got it. It implies that sin x by x is always less than epsilon. From this inequality, by taking reciprocals, the greater than sign will also be reversed. And we know that sin x by x is always less than or equal to 1 by x. So it follows that sin x by x will be less than epsilon. Multiply this inequality by negative. We know that sin x by x is always greater than -1 by x. It follows that sin x by x is greater than negative epsilon. From these two inequalities, we get sin x by x is between epsilon and negative epsilon, which means that mod of sin x by x is less than epsilon. Hence, from epsilon m definition, it means that limit as x tends to infinity, sin x by x tends to 0. Hence proved.